Lee Priest, the giant killer. In the world of bodybuilding, where height often commands attention and mass seems to follow long frames, Lee Priest walked onto the scene like a storm compressed into a lightning bolt. He was not the tallest man in the lineup. He did not tower over his rivals, but when he hit a pose, the stage trembled. Born in Australia, Lee Priest was introduced to iron at a young age. While other kids were chasing cricket balls under the sun, he was chasing something heavier, something forged in steel. By the time most teenagers were still figuring out who they were, Lee already knew. He was building a body that would shock the world. From the beginning, people doubted him. Too short, they said. Too stocky, not built for the big stage. But Lee didn't argue. He trained. He trained with a fury that seemed almost personal. Every rep was a response. Every set was a message. His arms swelled beyond belief, thick and round like cannonballs carved from granite. His biceps didn't just peak. They rose like mountains. His legs were carved with brutal separation, dense and powerful, defying anyone who thought height determined dominance. When he stepped onto professional stages, like the Mr. Olympia, he stood shoulder to shoulder with giants, competitors who had inches on him. But inches meant nothing under the lights. Conditioning, density, proportion. These were his weapons. And Lee Priest mastered them. There was something rebellious about him. He didn't fit the mold. He spoke his mind. He challenged authority. In an industry that often demands silence and obedience, Lee was unapologetically himself. That attitude only made him more magnetic. Fans didn't just admire his physique, they admired his fire. His arms became legendary. In gyms around the world, young lifters whispered his name while curling dumbbells, hoping for even a fraction of that size. Veins snaked across his biceps like road maps of sacrifice. His chest was thick and full, his delts round and explosive. Every muscle looked dense, mature, battle-tested. But Lee Priest's story isn't only about trophies or placings. It's about defiance. It's about proving that genetics may set the stage, but relentless work writes the script. He won multiple titles, dominated shows, and built a reputation as one of the most massive pound-for-pound bodybuilders the sport has ever seen. Even when politics and controversy circled him, he refused to bend. There were phases in his career when he stepped away from the spotlight, times when critics thought he was done. But Lee never truly left. Bodybuilding wasn't just competition for him. It was identity. When he returned bigger, sharper, louder. In an era filled with towering mass monsters, Lee Priest carved his legacy differently. He became the giant killer, not because he defeated every tall competitor, but because he stood fearless among them. Because he proved that presence cannot be measured in inches. Today, his name still echoes in conversations about the greatest arms in bodybuilding history. His photos still circulate across social media, inspiring a new generation that refuses to accept limitations. When someone says they're too short or not built for it, Lee Priest's career stands as a roaring answer. He didn't just build muscle, he built belief. Lee Priest reminds us that greatness is not about fitting the standard. It's about redefining it. In every flex, in every pose, in every controversial statement, he showed the world one thing. Heart can outweigh height, and determination can outgrow doubt. Under the bright lights, surrounded by giants, Lee Priest stood firm, thick, powerful, unforgettable. And long after the music stopped and the stages went dark, his legend remained etched in iron and attitude.